Hello children, I am Miss Jayashree here. Today we will start denudation. In this denudation I will start the work of the wind. So first let us learn what is denudation. Denudation is the wearing away of land mass by the various processes like weathering, erosion, mass movement and transportation. It results in lowering the level of land, rounding the exposed rocky surfaces and leveling the peaks. So this is one type of degradation, okay, through different agents. Today we will discuss about the work of the wind action, how the deflation hollows will form and how the sand dunes are formed in the deserts. Okay, so now let us discuss about the work of the wind. Here a question may be asked also children, what is the work of the wind? The movement of air over the earth's surface is known as wind. It is almost horizontal, although there is a small vertical component. Wind picks up loose debris like sand and pebbles and transports as well as deposits them in another location. When there will be a blow of wind, when the speed of the wind will be more mainly in the open places in the desert, a part of the sand mass will be displaced. That is called as the transportation. Wind can lift and carry the sand grains away. When the speed of the wind slows down, the sediments brought by the wind begin to drop on the ground. If this process continues, it results in the huge expansion of the sand known as deserts. From the open places, when the loose sandy particles will flow away, when they will settle down in large masses, then the deserts are formed. So now we will read about the action of the wind. The wind is the most effective agent of erosion, transportation and deposition. First it will erode out, then it will be transported through the wind, then it will be deposited and deserts are formed. In arid regions, means in dry regions, there is a little vegetation or moisture to bind the loose surface material. The effect of wind erosion are more pronounced in the desert region. Here more prominent, means more it will occur in the arid areas because there will be no vegetation and there will be no binding of the soil due to the lack of vegetation. So they are very prone to the wind action. Wind erosion is operative in the following ways. How the deflation hollows are formed. How the deflation hollows are formed? The deflation involves the lifting as well as the blowing away of loose materials from the ground. The sands and pebbles are carried away in the air or driven along the ground. The finer dust and sands may be deposited even outside the deserts. So from where it will carry out, their deep hollows are formed. They are called as the deflation hollows. See children here how the deflation hollows are formed. Here the prevailing wind and the sand removed from the depression by the wind deposited as the dunes, and this is the sand and this is the aquifer over here, and water seeps out the aquifer and forms the swamps on the oasis. So here depression hollows will be created and the water seeps out from the aquifer and there is the formation of the oasis. Deflation results in the lowering of the land surface to create depression called the deflation hollows. The Qatar depression of the Sahara Desert, which lies almost 450 feet below sea level, is a good example of deposition. Now sand dunes. Dunes are called the hills of sand. What are sand dunes? The hills of sand is called as dunes. They are formed by the movement of wind. Such hillock may be active dunes constantly on the move. They may also be inactive and some are fixed. The sand dunes will be under movement and some sand dunes are fixed. They may also be inactive in fixed dunes rooted with vegetation. When there will be development of the vegetation cover in the sandy areas or in the sand dunes, then the dunes will be fixed and rest of the dunes which are exposed, they will be destroyed and again the new dunes are formed. The sand dunes are formed in the deserts where the sand is being continuously moved, reshaped and redeposited. Shape and size. Dunes have heights ranging from a few meters to about 150 meters. In desert regions of Sahara, Perth and West Australia, there are many sand dunes. They are in different shapes and sizes. In fact, their shape and size depends upon the following factors. So, what are the factors? Here one question may come children. What are the factors which are responsible for the shape and size of the sand dunes? The factors are the direction of the force of the wind, the speed of the wind carrying the dust and the sand particles, the nature and amount of the sand brought by the wind, water features, example lakes, streams, etc. in the close by area, the nature of vegetation on the land, the nature of surface where the formation of a sand dune takes place. Shifting or migration, another role for the formation of the sand dunes. See children, due to the wind, the sand will be taken away and again it will be blown and it will be deposited. It is the original position of the dune and it will be the lateral position. First it will be like this, and when it will blow away and when the wind will be settled down, the sand will also be settled down on the surface of the earth. This is the later position. So, sand dunes often move in the direction of wind, where the direction of the wind will be the same direction, the sand will move and the dunes will also be formed. The dunes of trade wind desert take definite forms moving in a definite direction. Migratory sand dunes are uncertain and dangerous. When they migrate with the wind, they damage towns and villages. It is natural children, when the unexpected storms or wind blow will be there, blow of the wind or speed of the wind will be there. When the sand dunes will migrate, there may be a threat to the life and property. The shifting of a sand dune can be checked by the growth of vegetation on the windward slope, and dunes are found in the tropical deserts of Asia and Africa. How the sand dune movement can be checked? By growing the vegetation. The following two types of dunes are seen in the tropical desert. A question may be asked children, what are the two types of sand dunes? One will be the barkhans and another will be the safes or longitudinal sand dunes. So, barkhans. These are moon-shaped dunes. They are live dunes which advance steadily before the winds that blow from a particular direction. They are found in the deserts in the Sahara. Barkhans are initially formed by an accumulation of sand at an obstacle such as a heap of a rock. Winds will be blowing and through which the sand will also move. Suppose there will be any obstruction, so there it will stop and a crescent moon shaped sand dunes are formed. They occur transversely to the wind so that their horn thin or out and become lower in the direction of the wind, because obstacle will be there, and along with the along the two sides of the obstacle, the projection of the sand dunes will be there and it will look like the crescent moon shaped or the projected horn shaped. The windward side is convex and gently sloping, while the leeward side being sheltered in the concave and steep. The crest of the sand dune moves forward as more sand is accumulated. The migration of the barkhans is a great to desert life. They sometimes encroach on an oasis, burying palm trees or houses. Long-rooted trees and sand-holding grasses are planted to halt the advance of the dunes in order to prevent the fertile land from being devastated. So, what can be done to protect these sand dunes deposition? So, vegetation cover can be grown near the oasis to stop the cover of the fertile land and to stop the covering the oasis. See children, these are the barkhans. Here the wind direction will be there. Here some obstacle will be there. So from this side, two sides, horn-like projection will be there. The blow of the wind and the deposition of the sand will be there, so that the crescent moon-shaped structure is formed. Here also you will look like horn-like structures are there. They are nothing but the barkhans. Barkhans are the large sand dunes. You can practice this diagram also. Barkhans. Okay. Now we will read about the longitudinal sand dunes or shapes. See children, all of you, these are the longitudinal sand dunes. This is the direction of the flow of the wind. Okay, so when there will be blow of the wind this side, the sand will be deposited like this, and due to the blow of the wind, the sand will be deposited horizontally, and sand dunes are formed horizontally like the safe or a sword. So they are named as longitudinal sand dunes are the safes. Safe is an Arabic word, safe meaning sword. These are long and narrow sand ridges which grow parallel to the direction of the prevailing wind. They are found in the interior part of the desert. In the Libyan desert, they are known as safes, meaning the sword in Arabic. In the Thar desert, they are confined to the western margin, where the factors of southwest monsoon influence their formation. The important feature of such a dune is that it is crestline. There are rise and fall of pattern. Safes are found in the Sahara, Iran, Thar desert and West Australia. Where or in which desert the safes or the longitudinal sand dunes are formed? They are formed in Sahara, Iran, Thar desert in India, western part of India, and the Western Australia. These sand dunes are stationary and they remain in a fixed position. They are permanent sand dunes. Safes are permanent sand dunes, and along with the longitudinal direction of the wind, the safes are created. So children, here we will read about some one word answer questions or single line answer questions, terms to remember. Denudation. Laying bare, it includes the weathering, erosion, mass movement and transportation. Gradient, the degree of inclination of a sloping surface. Tributary, a stream, river or glacier that feeds another larger one. Meander, a pronounced curve or loop in the course of a river channel. Estuary, the tidal mouth of a river where fresh and saline water are mixed. Deflation hollow, a hollow created by erosion of wind. Dunes, hills of sand formed by the movement of the winds. Here what are dunes, what are deflation hollows, what is an estuary, what is the gradient? Here questions can also be asked. What is a barkhan? Barkhan. Moon shaped live dunes which advance steadily before winds that blow from a particular direction. Safes, stationary, long and narrow sand ridges which grow parallel to the direction of the prevailing wind and remain in a fixed position. Okay children, you practice it and let us meet in the next session. Thank you.